Hello, fellow geeks and citizens. I am Geekier Gamer, and today we are moving into the final chapter on our way to Hellish Technium. Welcome back to Techopolis 3. Okay, so I did a few things in between episodes. I reorganized some of the simulation and loot fabrication. You'll see here, I added another wither and another magma, whatever it's called, magma slime or whatever. And so that I could get cream and bones because we needed all four. And I put these ones up here instead so that we can still get the wither heads as well as the magma block itself. So that gives us everything we need. Let's see. I think that's pretty much all I did. Things have continued been running. I've got a bunch of nether stars. I put a compacting drawer here. We really need to make some more ultimate. My bottleneck is figuring out the I still have not got a great way to do, well, this is going to work, so I'll go ahead and scrap that. I don't have a great way to do all the various whatchamacallits, matters. It's such a pain in the butt to keep feeding this in different ways, and I've just never found a good way to automate this, but I'll work on that in between episodes. All right, so today we're going to finish out our organic chapter, and to do that, we got to build our ancient, let's see, what's it called? The ancient infuser, and I've pre-made all the parts, so I just got to pull all this into my inventory, so you don't have to wait around for it. Debris we made last episode, super empowered, we made a few episodes ago, and then I looked at this thing, and I don't see it having a requirement to be in the nether. So I cleared this platform here of a tower of stone miners because we don't need those anymore with the infinite stone. And then this thing is, I think, let's see. I think this is 11 by 11. Let's take a look. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can go in 1, then sit down here. Whoop, didn't mean to fall. And we'll click on this, let it build it for us. There we go. It's been built. All right. Now we have to feed it 3 things to make, what are we making? Debris. Now I'm not exactly sure how that works. Let's see here. Ancient debris. Does it have the infuser listed here? No. Or what are the uses for this thing? Ugh, what a pain in the butt. I already know how to create that. Ooh, I could have created that in the reaction chamber. I did not need to use the empowerer, but that's okay. All right, let's go back to the ancient thing here. Oh, here we go. I need power, lava, and antimatter. It can be replace one. Replace 1 blocks by ancient ability on end. I don't understand what that means. I see we have this open area in the middle, and I saw something in the quest book that said that we needed to put something. Okay, it allows you to create ancient debris. This can be mined into the scrap. That's not where I saw it. Here. Ancient debris. Debris must be placed on the beacon blocks to be converted. That is interesting. I don't have an easy way of like remotely placing blocks. I don't know if... Oh, this is hollow up here. I wonder if I just feed it to block placers. We'll do it manually to start though. So I have previous... let's go ahead and let's get some of this stuff taken care of. So we need a quantum tangle importer. Quantum... go ahead and craft. I'll craft a couple because I'll probably need some soon. There we go. Grab 1, put the rest back. And let's see, I'm going to have to feed 3 things to this. So I'm going to put this one on the bottom. Here, it gets power output set. And then go to power and output to the top, auto eject on. That should be enough. There we go. So then lava. Let's see here. Ender tank. Ender tank. Here's one right here, already made up. And if I put this right on top of here, then I can click this button and that should export right into it. It does. So the only thing I have to bring to this is antimatter. Now, antimatter, I'm creating in the nuclear reactor over here, this right here. So I have a buffer of it just sitting in here. I actually have a buffer of it in more than one. Oh, no, that's not the one. I'm not, okay, it's just this one here. So I'm going to throw a storage bus on here. And, okay. And then let's look and see if antimatter shows up. Antimatter does indeed show up. Okay. So then let's go over here. Maybe bring this dense cable around. Let me see. Get the red dense cable and bring it around a little closer before I go to... All right. I'll just go from there. Oops. Did not mean to put that one there. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to come across the front and then put an exporter on this thing and antimatter. Antimatter, drag it onto here. Let's see what happens. There it goes. So we need a Ultimate Technium machine frame. Ultimate Technium machine frame. Give me one, please. And we'll throw that in here. Okay. And then we need debris. Debris, I made a bunch. So going back to this. No, where was it? I don't know where we saw. Yeah, I don't know where we saw the actual amounts of stuff. Okay, well, I don't know how much it takes, so I don't know how much this needs before this works. So let's just place one of these. See if something happens. Oop, I heard something. Ah, it's yeah, it replaced it. So interesting. So let's see, the sides are open. The center would be problematic, but I could easily do the sides like this. And then let's go into, let's see, actually additions, I believe, has placers and there's also AE. Hold on. What happened here? AE2, annihilation and formation planes. We could test these because we have channels. We only use one there, and then well, I can bring in another cable anyway. So let's see. If I place them from above, do it while there's blocks here. Oops, this is annihilation. Formation. Oh, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because I want to be able to control it. I don't want to just do it over and over and over. So let's go back to the original actually addictions. Placer. Auto placer. I think this is it. We're just making one of them just to test it. And then there should be a breaker. Breaker. Ooh, a long range breaker. Interesting. Interesting. Does the breaker... Oh, wait, I'm missing something. Void crystal. Well, we can create some void crystal. Let's add this to our thing, and then we'll add it to our, whatever this is, shortcuts or whatever. Let's go ahead and create 10 void crystal. Easy enough to do. Once we have one, we can craft this. There we go, we have one. craft. All right, so let's think about this. So the placer, ooh, so it needs a lot of the fluids. What is it missing? It's pumping something in. So it's slowly converting these over time. I wonder if the block breaker, I think the breaker has a, let's see, let's pick this up. And let's put a block. Let's see. Yeah, let's put a block like that. And this will be the breaker. So it's focus down. And we could tell it only to break. I forgot about that. I don't have Silk Touch. How do I get Silk Touch? Without going through, here's equipment modifier. It's emeralds. It's emerald. It's 720 meg of buckets of emerald. I don't know what this is. Allows all mine for a different tool. Yeah, see, I can't do the regular. All right, well, that's good to know. If I do this, it's going to break it. And I don't think you can make these things Silk Touch. All right, I'm going to have to go figure out a Silk Touch tool. I think I only need a few of these. So I think this is going to be fine for like normal because I just need the netherite scrap. But I do need some of the ancient debris to make. I need, I think, 6 of them to make the next tool. So give me a second. Let me go figure out how to get a Silk Touch tool, and I'll be right back. All right, after a lot of experimentation, I did get a bunch of, I did put Silk Touch on my diamond Paxel, and then I did mine a bunch of ancient debris. And then I set this up using, I did end up going with annihilation planes and formation plane. And I did this similarly to how we did our crystal harvesting way over there, where you put this on its own network by putting a quartz fiber there, and then you put a drawer. So it can only break stuff that can go into that drawer. And then we need a, let's see here, oops. We need a drawer remote to add it into our network. Let's see, where are they? Oh, they're already in my inventory. So go click on a storage drawer over here. That one, and then let's add this into our network. And do we have any, let's see, do we have any netherite scrap in our network right now? Netherite scrap, oh, we do have a bunch. Let's get all that out of there. And let's put it in here. Okay, so now we have nothing. And then add this to the network, and now we, hello? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, just took a second to do a block update. And now anytime I need netherite scrap, all I have to do is put debris into my network. It's going to only do one at a time, but I learned this machine actually only converts one at a time. Doesn't matter if you put them all in here. So there you go. It converted. Now I have 90. Now I have 94. So there we go. That's our way. That's how we're going to create a netherite scrap. This actually completes our chapter. All right. Now I have already ahead of time planned ahead. Let me throw some of these things away. Planned ahead to the oil pump, which is the first thing I believe in our Hellish Technium chapter. I'm sorry. No, it's not. Where are we at? Oh, I'm sorry. Hung my game is hung again. I got to figure out what's causing the lag, and I'm getting lag spikes in my world again. So go back and try that again. Hellish. Yes. Oil pump. I got to build the oil pump, which I needed. I needed the ancient debris for. And then if I remember correctly, this oil pump has to be, let's see, doesn't say. Doesn't say. I believe this is a nether, expected to be a nether oil pump, the huge, from the nether, yeah. So we got to go to the nether. And so anyway, I've already crafted up all the components I need for this, so I'll bring them into my inventory now, except for the oil pump, because I couldn't make it without the barri, so I should make the oil pump real quick. Oil pump. Oil pump. There it is. We need an ultimate block of technium. There we go. And let's see, how big is this thing? It's huge, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by 11, or yeah, 11 by 7. So let's go find a place for this thing. I did extend our platform a little, but I don't think I extended enough for 7 by 11. Oh, no, I actually did. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put it right here. Get my oil pump placer. There we go. Yeah, actually, I did make it big enough. There we go. So now what does this thing need? It needs power, and it's going to give me oil. So let's see. Quantum Tangle Importer. Quantum Tangle Importer. Here we go. Craft one. And then might as well get an Ultimate Technium block so we can speed it up. So stick that in there. And then we'll just put this underneath it. Okay, output, power, output up, auto eject on. Put a block back here. All right, something's happening. Oil. All right, so oh, it's a Hellish Technium part. So we're gonna want to store this in a tank, and let's make sure that this is still within our chunk loaded borders. It does look like it is. Yep. Okay, so let's get ultimate tank. Oh, that's just gonna have water in it. Unless I put it in bucket mode and get rid of it. Let's see here. Bucket mode on. Just get rid of it all. Putting water in the Nether. Goodbye, water. How much do I have in here? Jeez. Oh, 81,000 buckets left. That's just 81 buckets. I can click that fast. All right, so we're getting rid of the water. Then we can fill this thing with oil. How are we doing? 4 more. There we go. Change it out of the bucket mode. Put this thing right here. Get some mechanical pipe, which I happen to have on me. And export. There we go. We're going to need to get 1 bucket of this so that we can get our quest complete. Bucket. So we'll grab a bucket. And we'll put it back in there after we get it. There we go. Put it back. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Now we're also going to want ender tank. 2 ender tanks. Put one. Go 1 step further. Go here. And then, because this only holds 16 buckets, but this will hold a lot more than that. Uh-oh. Power is a problem? No, power can't be a problem. Let's go over and take a look at our power plant. We had a terabyte. We had an awful lot of power. There's no way we're going to be out of power. We have to verify our chunk loading on this side is working. That could be the issue. Because this thing right here should have, yeah, crap tons of power. Crap tons. So, are we chunk loaded? Wait a second. It's not loading any of mine. That's strange. Well, that's the only thing I need for chunk loaded. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, I designed this in such a way that I could actually chunk load it all. But I'm not sure I want to fully chunk load all of these with my lag problems. But that should fix my problem over there. Let's go take a look. That was interesting. I'd never experienced that before because I probably don't hang out the Nether that often for a while. And so there's probably a residual amount of power that's pulled over in a quantum entangle importer. So like it's never really affected those. All right, so there we go. We're back online. All right, it's chewing up power, I'm sure. All right, so let's put a color on this thing before I put something in it. I know oil is black, and I already have 3 black for something else, but I could probably do a single black in the middle, or actually do a black on just 2 sides. Probably should have wrote that down when I did those. Here we go. Bringing oil into here. We have 16 buckets. That brings it here. I'll break that. All right. Although I think we have to build the next machine here in the Nether. The Hellish Technium machine has to be in the Nether, I think. All right. And that's where we're at, the Hellish Technium machine. So let's go craft the placer for, or buy the placer for that, so we can see what we're in for in terms of what we need to build it. And I'm pretty positive it's going to have to be built in the Nether. It's been my understanding anyway. So grab these. Let's go get the placer. Hellish. There we go. There's the placer. Grab it. All right. It's hard to believe I was never going to use placers when I first started this. So, Alt on this. Okay. Nether brick, which I don't believe we have any of. Nether brick. Nope. So Nether brick. All right. So just some netherrack and some brick in an alloy kiln looks like the only way to make it. Wow. I don't think I have a spare alloy kiln laying around. They're all being used for something. There's one right here, right? Maybe, well, I wonder if it'll craft in an alloy kiln, if that's already in there. Let's find out. Let's go grab some netherrack, which I don't have a ton of, but I can go get more. And some brick, which I should have some, yeah, laying around. And then let's see what happens if I throw these in here. Yeah, see, it won't craft as long as it's got these other things in the way, I think. Unless it required something else with it. Power, just power. Okay. So it looks like I need to make a alloy kiln. That's annoying. But maybe I'll need nether brick on an ongoing basis. Who knows? Let's go get our placer. We should already have a placer for this, I think. Oh, I guess I don't. I must have manually built it. That must have been early enough in my playthrough that when I was doing it myself. So let's go buy one, because now we don't do that anymore. So placer, alloy, here it is. Let's see what we need to grab to do this. We need 32 wood scaffolding, which I'm positive we have. Wood scaffolding, we have more than 32, so I'll just, there we go. And then we need 57 kiln bricks. Kiln, we have 28. To make the kiln brick, I need to drop some grout in here. So let's see, I know we have grout out, because we have infinite, I believe. Yep. It takes 2 each. So that produced another 32. That would give me my 57. And then the kiln brick. Here we go. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's not what you put in there. It's the grout. Here we go. The grout. There we go. Put this in here. Of course, the Ultimate Research Crafter goes much, much faster, so that's nice. Oh, I already had some in here as well. So I already have 57. So looking at this then, I just need a place to put it. I don't want to mess with this. Don't want to mess with that. Let's go look over here. That one's making brass, I believe. Well, that's interesting. I left that there. So that may not be working. Let's go up here and take a look. What's going up here? Going on up here. Oh, that's the import stuff. So this stopped working some time ago. But we have tons of brass blocks that were supposed to go into the export, but they didn't go into the export. Why did they not go into the export? Remember? Huh, I don't know why they didn't go to the output buffers. Not that it matters because that import process, oh, there it is. It's imported just slowly. I know I'm going to need a lot of brass, so I'm glad I have, oh, this is bronze, not brass. Yeah, I'll have to come back and figure that. I mean, have to remember this later. So what's up here? Some things we don't need, which we have not torn down. All right, time for them to go. Here we go. Thank you, Ultimine. Okay. I'll leave that alone for now. Let's throw all this stuff into the system. Might as well, no sense wasting resources. There we go. All right. Oh, I forgot to make the alloy controller. Alloy kiln controller. Here it is. Oh, takes 12 kilo. Okay, I got to do that. I thought it came up somewhere. Here it is. All right. Go back. I have to do that via recipe. Luckily, I got more than enough brick. Let's see, take out this recipe because that's just the bricks. Where's the alloy kiln itself? There it is. So needs 12. There it goes. There we go. Put these in here. Bob's your uncle. Oops. Go back over this way. In here, I think. Yep. Here we go. Put it down. Place it. There we go. All right. Let's get some power. So I need a quantum entangleporter. Go. And let's just toss this in here. And oh, we need another ultimate Technium block to get this going faster. There we go. Stick that in there. And there it goes. So now we're producing nether brick. I don't know if we need to do this on an ongoing basis or we just need enough for this recipe. Well, my fellow geeks and citizens, that's at time for us today. We've made some good progress, finished out our organic, moved into Hellish Technium, and we're trying to cram our way through it. All we got to do is make this Hellish machine, and then of course there'll probably be a few other things we need to do to get recipes locked down for Hellish Technium. But we're getting there, we're getting close. So can't wait to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.